All right, everyone, welcome to my driving video about this 2007 Blizzard White Pearl Toyota Avalon XLS. This is just a little tease and a little preview of the outside so you can see how absolutely gorgeous and remarkable this car is. Look how clean and clear those headlights are. If you want to see more details, you will have to check out the 30+ minute walk around video that I did on this car and told its tale and its story in very great detail, so check that out as well. Right here on my channel, should be next to this video. So thanks for looking, thanks for joining. I am very proud of what I do, and if you like what I do, just put it in drive, doors locked. If you like what I do, give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell. We are going to go drive this car on some city streets and freeway streets, and we're going to talk about it some more and cover the details about it again, a lot of which I covered in the walk around video, but we are going to ooh and ah and marvel at how, listen to how quiet it is, just listen. It's so quiet, it almost sounds, it almost seems like it should be a hybrid or a electric car. I mean, this is just fantastic. This car is so fantastic in so many ways. You just saw a preview of how gorgeous the outside is, which truly is just as nice as it looks. Doesn't have a mark or a scratch or a ding of any substance. A couple of very minor stone chips on the hood, but nothing to speak of. And this is a one-owner car. This was an elderly lady, one owner, garage kept, not smoked in, no kids, no pets. I mean, just the right recipe of what anyone should want when buying a car used or pre-owned. That is just the tip of the iceberg of the excellent pedigree. I mean, who doesn't want a one-owner car that's been driven? The mileage on this car, if you don't know or you haven't seen the other video, 167,000 miles, right? So do the math, you guys. It's less than 10,000 miles per year. It's about 9,000. This is really a low mileage car for its age and the miles it has, and it is low mileage for one of these because oftentimes folks that buy an Avalon are using them for trips or traveling salesmen or whatever, where they're piling the miles on. This car has so much life left. It's still like getting a brand new car right now. And I'm going to tell you about a lot of the recent parts that are on this car here in a moment. But I do want to, as I just said, it has so much life left. I want to make this comment, and I'm probably going to talk about it again throughout this video. I mentioned on the walk around video, one of my YouTube followers or subscribers, I did an Avalon just like this about a year ago. That was a silver 2010. So same generation, same body style, same engine with only 110,000 miles, really good mileage. And the lady who purchased that car is just absolutely enamored and still in love with it. She sends me messages all the time. But nonetheless, a man commented on that video and said, I drive one of these daily, and mine has 436,000 miles. You can go back on my channel and look at the video in the comments and you'll see this. Once again, listen how quiet. And anyway, about a year later, just recently, a couple of weeks ago, he said, update, I'm still daily driving my Avalon and my car has 453,000 miles. So, I mean, think about it. He's driving that car daily because he knows it, he trusts it, he knows it's a great car. I mean, and he's got almost 500,000 miles, and I'm sure there's many more people that do. So, if you do, or you have something constructive to share, leave your comment in the comments. That's awesome. I think that's great when people share about their ownership or their experience, you know, in the comment section. Feel free to do that and use that like a discussion board of sorts. Also give your thumbs up if you like what I do. So I love to present cars to the world and anybody who's watching. I like to talk about them. I like to tell you their story and their history, and just what I like and anything I don't like. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this car drivability wise is absolutely fantastic. Great power. One of the reviews I read said Avalon owners praise its power and robust V6 engine, but it's true. It's got great power. It's got plenty of power for this sized vehicle. It's extremely comfortable. The leather in this car is soft and supple. It really is. And it feels like I'm sitting on pillows right now. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. This seat is pillowy, soft. My behind is comfortable. I don't want to use the bad words because I try not to use any bad words in my videos, but my rear end is comfortable sitting in this seat. And I mean, it's a multi-way power seat. It's got lumbar support, you know, and the steering is effortless. It doesn't really get any better. I mean, just fantastic. There's hardly a noise. It's a pin drop quiet interior. You know, I commented on the walk around video that this, if it had an L badge on it, you'd believe it if you didn't know any better. It's just as nice. The fit and finish and quality and drivability is just as nice. Here comes the Lexus LS. Oh, no, that's an out. Oh, geez. That's funny. That tricked me. That's the same car as this that just went by the other way, silver. I seriously thought, I don't have my glasses on right now, and I thought that was a Lexus LS coming at us. How funny. My mistake. Anyway, it's just as nice as a Lexus. Maybe not an LS, but at least its equivalent counterpart, the GS. And it's just so nice. It's so nice and so quiet. I commented in my other video, the air conditioning in this particular car, I don't know what it is, but it's not just ice cold, it's freezing cold. And I talked about it in the other video, and I'm not exaggerating. This air conditioning is so cold, it reminds me, and I don't know if every Avalon's like this or this one just got like some kind of supercharged compressor from the factory or what, but this air conditioning reminds me of R12 air conditioning in older 80s cars. I had an 89 Lincoln Town Car that is one of the early videos on my channel, and that car's air conditioning had R12, and it was so cold. I mean, you could have stored your refrigerated goods inside the car, and it would have kept them from spoiling. So, fantastic air conditioning, heated seats. Everything works on this car. Every feature, function, button, switch, everything works like it should. That AC is freezing cold. Heated seats are hot. Has all of the original keys, 2 master keys, 2 remotes, plus the valet key. So it has all of its original keys, all of the original floor mats. Take a look here. I'm gonna continue looking out front. Look how nice that passenger side floor mat is. And the driver's side mat is hardly much different. Has all of the original mats. It has the Avalon embroidered trunk mat in the trunk. Original owner's manuals are over here in the glove box. I mean, just fantastic. So let me tell you about the new parts while we sit at this red light here, because that truck couldn't make up his mind. Before I do that, steering wheel both tilts and telescopes. So obviously, ultimate comfort for someone who's short, tall, you know, bigger belly, whatever. When you've got a steering wheel that can do all that, you can find comfort for sure. Lumbar support on this driver's side seat, auto up and down windows on the front too, huge leg room. I don't even have this seat all the way back, and I've got huge leg room. Knee airbag on the driver's side. I mean, that's pretty advanced for 2007. This car has side airbags all the way from the front to the back, but it has knee airbag on the driver's side. So new parts on this car, and the reason why we're driving we're gliding so effortlessly. Again, one owner, garage kept, well taken care of and serviced, but the new parts on this car right now, brand new Michelin Energy Saver tires. So it's got 4 of those, brand new. 4 brand new tire pressure monitoring sensors, brand new. Brand new front brakes and rotors and rear brakes and rotors. So it's got brand new tires and brakes all the way around, but it's got Michelin's, which is fantastic, and the right tire for such a wonderful, large luxury sedan as this. Also, brake fluid completely flushed and changed. It's all brand new, been bled out, and has brand new fluid in it. Also a new exhaust flex pipe for the exhaust. Common to go bad about this time on a lot of Japanese cars. Not a big deal to replace, but it's been done. One less thing you'll have to worry about. Also, brake fluid, air filter, engine air filter was just replaced. Cabin air filter was just replaced. Oil is brand new. It has, about 30 miles on it maybe now. So the oil is fresh, and an alignment was also done with the new tires and everything. Had a 4-wheel alignment done, so the steering wheel is absolutely perfectly straight. It doesn't pull, it doesn't drift, it doesn't do anything weird. It just doesn't get better than this, you guys. I mean, a great car with a great pedigree and history, with owners all over online that tout what an amazing vehicle these are, and talk about how reliable they are, how satisfied they are, reporting really high mileage, just like the guy on my YouTube comments. I mean, I made the argument on the other video, why would you not buy, if people use sense to buy cars, which a lot of people don't, but why would you not buy something that has all that proven? Why would you buy that hunk of junk in front of us right there that's going to break down in its next mile that it drives? Those cars are the biggest pile of garbage ever made. If you drove a 2007 Land Rover, this is a 2007, right? If you drove a 2007 Land Rover, I'm just going to go ahead and dog on that brand, because they are gorgeous cars, but they are the biggest pieces of you-know-what out there. And if you drove it for 100 miles, you'd almost certainly have something fail. Whereas this car, you could probably drive it 200,000 miles and you'll maybe have something fail. Anyway, I don't know why people don't apply more logic and sense to what they're doing and making decisions, because this is an absolute recipe for perfection, and it's just such a nice drive and so wonderful. I mean, here we are cruising on a city street at 50 miles an hour. It feels like we're sitting still. I mean, it's just so nice. Once again, seat so comfortable, great visibility out of this car, side airbags, like I said, all the way, and the back seat is incredible. The back seat's huge. It really is, and the rear seats recline. If we get to a red light, I'll show you the window sticker. I have it sitting over here on the passenger seat. Original window sticker too for this car, yeah. So reclining rear seats. So while I still look out front and as I drive, just take a look at how much legroom there is in this rear seat. Look at that. Look at the rear, how gorgeous the rear seat is, but look at the amount of footroom back there. Plus there's no hump in the middle. So I showed that in detail, and I sat back there on the walk around video because it's just an extremely comfortable rear seat. I mean, this car is comfortable for 4 large adults, or even the 5th person having to sit in the middle without the hump. I mean, in the middle that a lot of cars have, the transmission tunnel. This is just such a pleasure of a car to ride in. I love my town car, but I'm going to tell you, I talked about my town car in the other video. I have a 1997 Lincoln Town Car that I love and adore, and it's a fantastic car, and it has a beautiful ride in its own way. Like, this car is better than it in some ways, but then that car is better in other ways. But this is just so nice and very much like that, in the sense of a large car with a long wheelbase that you barely feel the road or the bumps in the road, wonderful tires, the wonderful back seat. I talked about on the Generation Town Car after mine, the longer wheelbase versions are very coveted because they're hard to come by, and they go for a lot more money than the normal town car. But I gotta tell you, as much as I love town cars and I encourage other folks to buy them, and I think they are a fantastic, proven, reliable, low cost of ownership, everything this car is, because they are, rather than paying $25,000 or $30,000 for a 2009 or 10 Signature L town car, you could buy this. I mean, some people that buy Lincolns don't want to drive a Toyota, but whatever. But this is just as nice of a car in so many ways, and the back seat has that extended hugeness just like the L town car. So my point is, you could spend less than 10 for a real nice Avalon like this and save a lot of money from what you spend for the town car. Granted, the town cars have such a elegant, regal, majestic, luxury look that isn't the same on a Toyota, but anyway, for the purpose of a big back seat, this car has it. So here we go onto the freeway. 65 and 70, wow. And here we are cruising now at 70, 71, 72 miles per hour. Take note of that Corolla, because I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. Absolutely. Let me get in front of this Corolla. There we go. Center lane, 80 miles an hour now. I mean, it's so quiet. I'm going to stop talking just so you can hear how quiet. Pin drop quiet. Look at that. Hardly a movement from the road. I love this car. Oh, there's a Tesla doing about 90. Love this car. Love this car. Love the comfort. And love the quietness. That's 80 miles an hour still. By the way, cruise on. Cruise set. You can see the cruise word. Cruise works. Feet off the pedals. Speed it up. Pushing the lever. There we go. 82, 83, 84. Boom. Steering wheel straight. Once again, 80 plus miles per hour. Steering wheel going straight down the road. Smooth and quiet. This car is fabulous. Fabulous. This is a pretty big bump right here. I haven't driven this car over this bump. Let's see. See that Tesla just bounce a little bit? Let's see. Oh, they did fix it a little bit. Oh, they fixed it. That new blacktop, they fixed it. That used to be a pretty big bump, and you could kind of tell the suspension travel on a car or any type of noise over that big bump. But looks like they fixed the road. This car is fabulous. The reason I said take note of that Corolla when I talk about that is on the walk around video, I mentioned that for what you can buy this Avalon or a nice Avalon for, that, that's maybe not as nice as this, but nice, you aren't going to spend much less for a real nice, good mileage Corolla. And I mean, granted, everybody has different what type of car they need for their lifestyle, but when you look at the raw difference between the two cars for a little more money, this is about 100 times a Corolla as far as size, comfort, luxury. And then when you look at the fuel mileage, this nice size V6 gets this car gets 31 miles to the gallon out here on the freeway. And that Corolla we just passed a few minutes ago is those cars, I believe from memory, are 34 or 35. So I mean, old Beetle. So you give up a few miles to the gallon, driving this, but this is fantastic. It's big, it's quiet, you can't hear the engine, it's got great power, luxury amenities inside. I mean, whew, I would all day long, but I also said as I get older, I want comfort over economy. So, all right, we're going to exit at this exit, and then we're going to turn around and come back the same way. So we'll keep on rolling here and keep on talking and chatting. Oh my gosh, orange cones! Oh my gosh! Do you ever do that when you're driving? Do you ever make car noises? This isn't quite the car to do that, but look how nice and straight the brakes. Sometimes when I feel silly, I make noises like that. Makes it fun. Here's the window sticker while we're sitting at this red light. Standard equipment right there. Fuel mileage right there. Options. The JBL sound system. Special color for the pearl white paint. VSC and track. Body side molding, and then the mats. Almost $35,000. Now, I talked about this body side molding on the walk around video, and I said, when you look at this car, it has 0 dings. It had a couple of very, very small door dings in the driver's side rear door, and I had them removed, so you never even know they were there. They were very small. But I truly believe that the body side moldings that a lot of cars in this time period did protect their bodies. I mean, it's like body armor, right? They don't do that as much on a lot of newer cars, and they're susceptible for dings, unfortunately. But yeah, I think the body side molding really does a nice job, or it definitely did on this car, because even though this car's been extremely well cared for, it still has 167,000 miles, and it's still gone to several parking lots and grocery stores and things like that, you know, and you know, susceptible for people to open their door. $35,000 car for now, less than $10,000. What a deal. What a value. Far better fuel mileage than that massive F-350 next door, but that's a cool truck. All the new parts that I've told you about, if you didn't hear it earlier, I'll recap it right now. But once again, give me a thumbs up if you like what I do. Ring the bell, subscribe to my channel. Love to present these cars and talk to you guys about them and tell you their story and their history. And nothing is more rewarding to me than when someone, you know, tells me how my video was helpful to them to purchase one of these cars, right? Pause on that for a moment. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a little show of the power of this car. We're not gonna put it down all the way, but here we go. Look at that. Not even putting it down all the way, just giving it a little more. Just look at that. Not even right there, right to the on-ramp, already at 80 miles an hour. I mean, that's what they're talking about when they say the robust V6 engine of this car. That's it right there. You've got the power when you need it. You've got the power when you need to get on the on-ramp. You've got the power when you need to go around a semi-truck. So, yeah. Wow. Fantastic. And it's smooth. It's smooth and fantastic. Truly. So again, very rewarding to me when someone comments that I was helpful to them or instrumental in them making a decision about buying a car like this, and I appreciate that, and that makes me feel real good that I can be helpful that way. Check out this old Lexus coming up on the side. You see that ES330? That car looks kind of rough and beat up a little bit and very dirty, but you know what? It's still rolling, and that's like a 2002 maybe, 2000. Yeah, probably 2001 or 2. Yeah, that engine is similar to the engine that's in this car, and I would bet that that car has a lot of mileage based on the way it looks. But once again, just a testament to the brand, Toyota, Lexus, whatever, testament to the brand of how incredible these cars are and how many older ones that you see on the road. So I think that says a lot when you look around and you see, just like the Avalon, if you've been watching this whole video, I thought it was a Lexus LS that was coming at us. I don't know why. It was coming quick, but on that narrow 2-lane road, and it was a silver Avalon, just the same as this, same generation, same body style. So the cars are everywhere because, why? Because they last, and because people don't get rid of them and people hold on to them. Once again, new parts on this car, 4 brand new Michelin Energy Saver tires, 4 brand new tire pressure monitoring sensors when the tires were installed, new front brakes and rotors, rear brakes and rotors, fresh exchanged brake fluid, completely bled and renewed. New air filter for the engine, new cabin air filter for the air that I'm breathing right now through this ice cold air conditioning. New oil, new hood struts, new flex pipe, and four-wheel alignment. I mean, that's all the stuff that you need to change maybe every 80,000 miles, you know, tires and whatnot, brakes maybe. Back brakes should last longer than that. But basically, what I'm trying to say is you shouldn't have to do anything to this vehicle for quite some time. This car should not need anything for a long time with how well it's been cared for and all of the new parts that it has. Fabulous. A fabulous ride. I have nothing negative to say. If I wasn't holding this recording device, my arm would be on the wonderful armrest that's extremely comfortable. The door panels are extremely comfortable. The leather is soft over here on the doors. So nice when you touch it to shut the doors. Great visibility once again. I like that the door panel height is right here. Heated mirrors on the outside for the winter time. I mean, this is so much car for the money. This is so much car for the money. And this particular car, because of, again, the foundation of what an Avalon is and what it represents, combined with the icing on the cake of the pedigree and the history of this car is a bargain. This car is a bargain. It will serve its next owner well and be an amazing car for anybody. And you will absolutely love the Comfort because it's just that. It is absolutely comfortable and wonderful. While we wrap it up here, I just can't say enough about this car, as you may have noticed, but fantastic and a wonderful ride, a wonderful experience, a wonderful drive. Oh, something else I meant to talk about, but I kind of reserve certain things for the walk-around video, but I'll say it while we're at this red light here. Love that this car has the temperature control with the auto and the off button. You can't control the fan speed here, but it's easily done right here. I mean, so is the other stuff. But this is so nice to not have to take your eyes off the road. If you're an auto climate control type user, to just set it to auto, which right now I have the fan turned down because I like to have the fan down when I'm doing the driving video so you can hear everything. But to be able to adjust the temperature right here and have it change on the screen, fantastic. Keep your eyes, you know, on the road. Toyota's always done a great job of that. Even the instrumentation here, you know, is here, and, you know, my eyes are way up here, you know, so I'm not staring at all this stuff. I'm looking out over the dashboard at the road, which is the way it should be. Some of these new cars that have 55-inch screens across the dashboard, I mean, it's like, what are we doing here? Are we driving or are we watching television, you know? But it is what it is. It's what everybody wants. I commented in the walk-around video that in some of my research, Avalon owners reported some of the things I've said here, but just about incredible reliability, longevity, robust V6 engines, quiet, comfortable cabins. It's all true. And there was another blurb that I read on the walk-around video that was from Kelley Blue Book, right? And they do a great job of research and marketing polls and these type of things to collect all their data that they collect. So I believe this. And it said that Kelley Blue Book reports that 95% of Avalon owners would recommend this particular year, would recommend 2007 Toyota Avalon. I read that, so it's got to be true, but no, I read it, and it was from a credible site. 95%, and it said it's known for its smooth ride, comfortable interior, and powerful V6 engine. It's all true. But think about that. That, to me, that's incredible. 95%. I mean, if you looked up, 95% is, I said this on the walk-around video, that's like any of these businesses having a 4.7 or 4.8, Google rating. And maybe some of them do, but it's hard to maintain. It's hard to make, a classic expression. You can't make everybody happy. You're never going to. But so the 5%, are the people that are just probably stubborn, grouchy people. But a 95% satisfaction rating is pretty darn high, especially since the car's been out for a long time. That's my part about proving that it's worth it. You go survey somebody that's driving something brand new that's only been out for a year. There's not enough, they haven't owned it long enough to really form an opinion. But this has been around a long time, and a lot of people have owned them, and so I think it's more credible data. But I think it's very impressive that 95% of people are pleased with their car, their purchase, what they're driving, and they would recommend. So I think that's really powerful. I really do, because I don't think you'd find that amongst every brand or even every model. So for what it's worth. Thoughts by Nathan. All right, well, I appreciate everyone's views. I appreciate your thumbs up, your likes. I appreciate your subscriptions, ringing the bell. And I appreciate your comments probably more than anything. I really do. Like I said, I like to see what people say. Go back and look at the guy's comments on my previous Avalon video about a year ago, talking about he has, I believe it, but stating on his comment that he has, and I hope he watches this video, that he has 450 plus thousand miles on his Avalon. I mean, that is something to be proud of. So this car has 300,000 miles worth of catching up to do to that man's, I think it's a man, to that man's Avalon. And I just think that's fantastic. And once again, I think this particular car is not only a lot of car for the money, I think this particular car is an absolute bargain of a deal for what it is, what it represents, what you're getting, and its history, and all the new parts that it has to offer, and the fact that you won't need to spend a dime on it for a long, long time. So with that said, I appreciate everybody, and thanks for joining, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and peace. We will see you next time. All right, bye-bye. Quiet perfection.